The reason the Quran is called Quran, does anyone know? It's Quran because it is min yuqra, meaning it is to be read. وَذِكْرٌ مُبِينٌ, that's now an addition. Dhikr is a remembrance, right? Mubin, clear. I'm translating. Question for everybody. Is the Quran really a reminder for you and me? Is it really? So those of you who have temper, you have a temper. When something gets on your nerve, really, justifiably, yani, and then immediately the Quran comes to you and says, وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ, those who control their anger? Yes or no? Then it is not ذِكْرٌ مُبِينٌ. This is a reminder. This is what they say, the Quran, and it's a beautiful discussion here in the book about what is poetry. What is the difference between poetry and Quran? And I'm just going to read because I just really loved it. They say poetry, especially in the Arabic language, because it is extremely sophisticated. I mean, unless you really know Arabic well, you will not even enjoy because you don't know what they are saying, honestly. And they say it is basically kalamun Arabi, words in Arabic. The most important thing in it is what? It rhymes. Has to rhyme, not the rhymes you hear. It rhymes in words, ya Allah. Some of the really eloquent poets, they put the same word because the word has so many meanings, and every part of the poem end up with the same word, but it has different meanings. Imagine, I mean, it's something beyond. That's why Allah keeps saying it is not poetry, because poetry by itself is very sophisticated. But the beauty of it, that's what I want you to know. When you read poetry, especially when you enjoy it, it's usually exaggeration. Have you read anything about love? Right? Poetry about love? I'm crazy, right? People, like Majnoon Layla is a very common, right? Which is, or Antara. These are very common men, very well-known men who were crazy about women. And they wrote poetry about, I mean, crazy. If you read, I mean, you say this, they call him Majnoon Layla. They call him the crazy of Layla. Because he looks at the wall and says, this wall, if I remember that, this wall where she walked one day, I'm not going to move from this wall, that level. It's legendary, right? So they say, now why Allah said this and compare it with the Quran? They say because it is an exaggeration. There's a lot of imagination. There's beautiful thoughts, but it's not true. That's the beauty of it. It's not true. And there is most of the time lack precision. A lot of exaggeration. It just can't be.